See.
That one there, yes, probably yes. These are the remains of a shootout.
It happened here years ago.
Have you ever killed anyone?
We have seen them involved in multiple crimes just for being part of what we are.
But have you ever killed anyone?
I have been involved in homicide and served time for aggravated homicide.
Good evening, family. Welcome to Military Strategies. Let's get started. Oh my God, what an intro. What's coming up next? Military Strategies in El Salvador. Thank you very much for being live with us. Sorry for the delay. I was editing this. I wasn't looking at anyone. I was just doing my thing. I was editing this because I wanted to enjoy it with you all and for you to be part of the adventure of military strategies across half the planet. Thank you very much for being with us. Honestly, the tracksuit is amazing. The Maduro one is awesome. It's incredible. It's amazing. I love it. It's been my favorite tracksuit since I got it. Releases. Some in the second aren't leaving. Others are coming out of hell, and Chavismo is ending. Chavismo is ending. Chavismo. What Chavismo represented ends today. Maria Corina has brought back the heavyweights of Venezuela. And we have to celebrate it. Congratulations, Venezuela.
I agree with reconciliation, but starting from the recognition of the truth. Democracy is the government of the majority with respect for the minorities. At one point, Chavez led a government of the majority, but with disrespect for the minorities. And later, Mr. Maduro led a government of the minorities with disrespect for the majority, which is the majority of Venezuela, the one that hopes for the recognition that there is a deep desire for change in our country. So, dear brothers, today is a moment when we have to give thanks to God. And we all have to tell ourselves that the task we have for the present and the future is an immense one, a huge task. And it's a task that we all have to carry forward together in unity. I believe in unity. I believe that together we can design the country we want. And Chavismo must have a place in the Venezuela we want to build. But recognizing that there is a decisive majority of Venezuelans who want that change to become a reality. So if we understand that if we are a country where there are rules and we are all willing to follow those rules, and if we don't follow them, to face the proportional penalty for breaking that rule, so that's the country I want, and that's the country we have to build for everyone.
Great Juan Pablo Guanipa. Very great Juan Pablo Guanipa, who has been
liberado
from Venezuela's tyranny. They're done. Now let's look at Guanipa's words, because he said something that Chavismo no longer exists. It doesn't exist.
Studies in the
Thanks, no thanks.
There was Guanipa coming out of the torture in prison, being rescued, freed. These are important moments for the people of Venezuela. It's nice that each of us, each content creator, each person who is part of this whole adventure can tell the story. It's something exciting. It's something that should unite all of us. This is the future of Venezuela. Regarding whether Chavismo will have a place or space, I believe Chavismo no longer exists. With the departure of Nicolas Maduro's tyranny heading to New York, given all we've seen, heard, and experienced, it's happening faster than we could have ever imagined. I don't see a future for Venezuela with Chavismo. I think Chavismo is not compatible with democracy. I'm very sorry, but I disagree with Juan Pablo on that. I understand his position because he wants to build a country for all Venezuelans. I think the best bet would be to show those people whom Chavismo has put in charge. They've been deceived for years, being told they were going to have a much better life. Flattering and paying homage to guys like Chavez, like Maduro, like Delcy Rodriguez, and all these people like Osado Cabello and the rest. I think we need to do a job. We need to do a thorough job to show the people of Venezuela, those who are still there, how have they been living deceived? I think that's the work that lies ahead, not giving space to Chavismo, but showing the people of Venezuela that a united people is much better than any Chavista communism that exists. A few minutes ago, we also had breaking news about Cuba. Are things happening in Cuba? This program will be broad, detailed, and full of information and analysis. Seriously, congratulations to everyone, to all my fellow content creators from all the channels. Whether I know them or not, or if some don't want anything to do with me, I congratulate everyone because this is really big. This is something immense, that we can see the people who will possibly lead the great country of a free Venezuela, safe and sound. I was very worried about Juan Pablo Guanipa. I was extremely concerned about his physical safety. But thank God, I truly mean it. Thank God he is okay and we don't have to regret anything. There has been a lot of information coming in today. There are many details. Now we are going to read the list of those who have been released, but today Maria Corina gets her team back. Maria Corina's team has just been released. Look at this. Yesterday, I already mentioned that going out into the street might not be a problem anymore, but rather an obligation, I said. I'm nobody, not Venezuelan, not there, and not in danger. But I think people will realize that the lion has had its claws and teeth cut. They don't bite anymore right now. Images of Juan Pablo Guanipa in Caracas. What we're seeing right now, what we're seeing is the fall of Chavismo, minute by minute. I'm serious. It's not that it's already a total victory. It's not that it's already over. This is over. There's not much to do. There's still a lot to do, but what we're seeing now is Motorcycles on the streets, people. Well, you're going to see some videos. This is amazing. The excitement that's starting to come back. The excitement. Thank you for watching the video. No one is afraid anymore. Chavismo is over. It's over. Donald Trump said it. This is over. Venezuela is going to be a democracy, and it's their own people who will decide their future. Juan, it's true, he broke the door. To take Maduro away, to get the demon out of Venezuela and lock him up in a hole, and that wouldn't have happened. We should always be grateful, regardless of how we feel about Donald Trump. He ordered Maduro removed? What? Watch this video now. Helicoide.
The one who gave the thanks.
Bravo, 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 bravo.
Juanipa arrives at the helicoid. This is unstoppable. Family. If people start going out into the streets, if this starts to spread, the planes we're going to see leaving Venezuela, you already know who they belong to. The regime can't act now. It's too late for them. They know that Marco Rubio is watching it live. They know that there are United States drones right now targeting figures like Diosdado Cabello, Vladimir Padrino, and the Rodriguez siblings. Look, the police are invisible right now. It also seems that Edmundo's son-in-law has been released. There are a lot of breaking news. Let's take it step by step. Down with the family and Chavista dictatorships.
Come with me. Let's go.
With me, thank you. Down with the Chavista dictatorship.
Chavista dictatorship.
Down with the Chavista dictatorship. The Chavista dictatorship.
Down with the Chavista dictatorship.
Chavista down. Down with the Chavista dictatorship. Down with the Chavista dictatorship. Down with the Chavista dictatorship. Chavista down. Down. Chavista down. Down with the dictatorship. Down. Chavista dictatorship. Chavista dictatorship. Chavista dictatorship. Down. Chavista dictatorship. No one is afraid it's over in Venezuela.
We're not afraid.
We're not afraid.
We're not afraid. We're not afraid. We're not afraid.
No fear.
We're not afraid.
We're not afraid.
We're not afraid.
Of course, there are media outlets from half the world here. Right now, Chavismo doesn't dare to do anything. They can't do anything. This is Venezuela's Super Bowl right now. The people are winning the game. They've put up police trucks. Security doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything. They've been ordered not to do anything. And it's not because of them, Donald Trump told them. I don't want anyone dead in the street.
Motorcycles, 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 so many people. When there's a shift change, it's not just one truck that comes.
Of course.
What's going on? We need an answer. Why did they repave the street?
We're going to trust you.
We'll trust the Lord.
Nothing is happening.
Do you think nothing's happening?
The entrance isn't closed, but the entrance isn't there because we need people. So let's continue with our prayer. Let's keep praying.
Notice how even the police themselves tell the people, it's okay for you to be here. Keep doing what you're doing. Even the people themselves, I always used to say that. Many of those who are part of the police and military apparatus are there because of the living conditions that the regime can provide them. But seeing what's happening, seeing what's going on, this is unsustainable. It's complicated. It's completely unsustainable. And they're finished. They're finished.
All the political prisoners, can we say that we're in transition as long as there's a prisoner?
Dignora Hernandez, speaking from the helicoide, just released.
Thanks to the regime, Nancy Rodriguez, a prisoner of the director, there will be no freedom or betrayal.
We are fighting for freedom. We are fighting for freedom.
Freedom for all political prisoners. Can we say that we are in transition?
All right then, Freddie Superlano. His wife confirms that he was taken out of Rodeo prison, but he has not been handed over to his family. At any moment, Freddie will also come back home. This is important. Everything that's happening tonight in Venezuela is just as important as what happened almost a month ago. What happened with Nicolas Maduro was a major event. Now we have to push. We have to put on pressure. We have to keep going. Are you seeing it already? They can't do anything. They are the past. They are the past. They have nothing. Chavismo has nothing. No.
To reconcile, I agree with reconciliation, but starting from the recognition of the truth. Democracy is the government of the majority, with respect for the minorities. At one point, Chavez led a government of the majority.
Yes, that's true. But there is also, and Juan Pablo has to know this, those who are guilty of crimes against human rights must be imprisoned. This is not negotiable, is it? And Tolemano, why?
We are not afraid.
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 We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. Not one, not two, not three, out of two. To all, not one, not two, not three, not to all. Jesus Armas is arriving.
Thank you.
What a moment. Well, pay attention to this. Pay attention to this, because there is breaking news right now for our friends in Cuba. Breaking news is coming in for our friends in Cuba and Venezuela. Bad, very bad, terrible news for Canel, for Diaz-Canel, the dictator of Cuba. Bad news. Breaking news right now, family. Big breaking news right now. What's happening in Cuba is coming. They're running out of fuel for the airplanes. Not so. That there's no fuel for the airplanes. Now, Cannell, you won't be riding around in the private plane that Maduro gave you anymore. You'll all have to swim away. EFE confirms it. Cuba informs airlines that in 24 hours it will run out of fuel for airplanes. It is. Oh my God, what's happening? Family, we're live on Military Strategies. Welcome, please, your likes, your comments. Super important. Breaking news. Do you notice right now? They don't have fuel. And let's go with another one of the iconic figures. Maria has been released. Maria Oropeza has been released. There she is. Three o'clock. Big ones.
Thank you, my love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's incredible. They stop the car in the middle of the street and say, come on, get out. It's over. That's it. Those from Sebi, bad day for Granco, bad day for Diosdado, bad day. This is getting out of their hands. It's totally getting out of their hands. Congratulations, Maria. And to the other two comrades, congratulations on your release, on coming back home. Oh my God. The neighbors of Jesus Armies are coming out to the streets to welcome him. This is what had to happen, what was supposed to happen. There will be no surrender. This is only the beginning. A new era is coming, being born. And it has to be born. Thank you. But the regime, is the regime willing to lose total control of the streets? Araguanipa is on Armas Street. Maria Corina's heavyweights released. Diosdado and Padrino haven't shown up.
No one gives any explanations, none at all, thank you. I stopped. Now we have to see what they're going to do.
Careful, because they've threatened to tell about all the torture in the next few hours. They've threatened, not just threatened, but said, we're going to tell everything they've done to us in the last few hours. This is something incredible. I also want to show you a video that will blow your mind when you see it. It's just incredible. How quickly is history changing in Venezuela? It's something to... There's no time at the speed we're going. This is already... at breakneck speed. To clarify, the fuel for airplanes is no longer available at the airport in Cuba or at any of the airports in Cuba. There is no fuel left for airplanes. It's not the same type of fuel that's used for the population, but obviously, at some point, the population will also experience a total blackout. And this is going to cause people to take to the streets and for the same thing to happen to Cubans all over again. If Cannell goes out to the streets to repress people, the drones will come, they'll reach the United States, and Cannell will have to leave to New York or the seafloor. New video.
Freedom, 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 freedom.
More and more people are taking to the streets. The triumph of freedom feels closer and closer every time, every minute in Venezuela. But this has been incredible. Focus on the upcoming video. Look, it's a parade. It's the Sun Fair in Merida. And look at what happened. When they brought out the float of Chavez, Maduro, and Bolivar, there are rumors, I'm reading you in the chat, there are rumors that something might have happened to Diosdi. This is not a rumor channel. Here we give news. We always try to make sure they're verified. Rumors suggest something happened to Diosdi. Rumors are circulating about the second in command. Something might have happened to him, just rumors, okay? If something has happened to him, something must have happened to Granco too. But relax, no fake news. For now, I can't say if it's true or false. I don't know. But what I do know is that Diosdado hasn't appeared anywhere. He's not here. Diosdi isn't here. Chelsea isn't here. Not here. Things are happening. A lot of people who were supposed to be big shots and weren't supposed to be released are being set free. They were under the control of Diosdado and Granco, and something must have happened there. Something must have occurred. Right now, Caracas. Look, on second thought, let's see. Let's go with this, family. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of Adelcy Rodriguez, who is receiving direct instructions from Washington. And Delcy is told, look, if you want to survive in power for a while or be able to escape from this somehow, you must stop Diosdado Cabello. Please take him away with the hammer. Take him away with the hammer, Diosdado Cabello. We don't know where he is. We also haven't heard what happened in the end with Saab and the other one, the one from television. Thank you. There are things we don't know, but we can guess that they are happening. Because last night there were planes refueling in the area of Venezuela. So something must have happened, or something must have occurred last night near the coast. I think so, right? That's my opinion. That's my opinion, man, to be honest, to be sincere. If Delcy is betraying everyone, she'll become a multimillionaire. Like, she's really going to be a multimillionaire.
Un segundo, vamos a cambiar título, que lo he editado aquí súper rápido. Liberan.
See? Was this terribly written? Thanks for letting me know. Thank you, Tim. Super Tim. It's obvious. That Cabello has to be taken out. Venezuelan television and Televenezuela. Nothing for now. Delcy will leave the country together with her brother, probably negotiating an amnesty or asylum somewhere. Because they'll say, look, we've made it possible for you to come to power without a civil war. Diosdado and Granco likely finished off. Then the rest will come later. Diosdado's last message was that we must stay united or they'll target us individually. That's the last thing that came out from there. I'm not going to confirm whatever he may have said. The expert Quinones. No, POTUS's friend. I'm not going to confirm what Quinones says. People can say anything they want. For now, I don't know where she is. Diosdado says they might have taken her. They might have taken her. They might have taken her. Maria Corina, he says. Today in Caracas, families who had been demanding the release of political prisoners are now joining in. Maria Corina's movement is very smart and wise. Did Maria Corina's visit have to be agreed upon with the United States? She told Marco Rubio, I want my team out. Attention, because if this is happening, Maria Corina will return. The thing is, the ending of this story, I think it's going to be that Maria Corina comes back. And she's going to come back, see? Juanipa is already out there, heavyweight. And now we're going to see What else Juanipa has said, because Juanipa could also become a presidential candidate. And now a lot of things are going to happen here. Let's see.
Venezuela has the right to be a free country. Venezuela has the right to be a democratic country. Venezuela has the right to breathe institutionality, to breathe the rule of law.
That there are rules and that we are all obligated to follow them, and the first ones who have to follow the rules
are those who are in power, who today are illegitimately in power. They are in power because they respected the result of the electoral process and because people took to the streets to protest. They were imprisoned, and many were imprisoned before that electoral process. That's why at this moment, the most important thing is to ensure that all political prisoners are set free. We demand freedom for each and every political prisoner. Spending even 1 hour in prison without committing a crime is a deep injustice, a form of kidnapping. Imagine what it's like to spend 2 hours, 10 hours, a month, a year, or 2 years in prison. That cannot keep happening in this country. That's why we demand the freedom of each and every political prisoner. That's why we demand this country begin a major democratic transformation. That allows us to say how good it is to live in Venezuela, how good it is to live with rules, how good it is to be a democratic country, how good it is to be a free country. Long live Venezuela! Free!
Long live
Luis Omaza. Luis Omaza released. Luis Grande Luis, welcome home. That moment is priceless. That moment with the family is priceless.
Thank God, thank you, goodbye.
I get the impression watching this of him, yes? Yes, he negotiated his departure. He says, I've negotiated and will release everyone we have alive. They'll all be fine. Right? All of them. And I think there's an agreement there. This isn't going to sit well with a lot of people who want to see Delcy in her brother's jail. I know. And this is going to hurt a lot of people. But we also have to admit, and you know that these people really get to me, right? It's like Nayib Bukele with the human rights of those in CECOD. It disgusts me. But well, they have them. Delcy and all these people disgust me. But unfortunately, I think they're going to find a way out. Another one. Another release, Naomi Arnaudette, thank you. Human rights defender. Can someone explain how someone who defends human rights was imprisoned? These are inexplicable things that only Chavismo can answer in time. Albani Colmenares, also Nicola Arteaga, have also been released. The people from 20 as well. Venezuela is being liberated. Maria Corina is regaining power within Venezuela. School. 100%. They are regaining it. Now we have to push.
What did Guanapas say? Because pay attention to this.
Ah, my friends Gaston and Marguarimba, what did Guanipa say? You have to subscribe too. I think he said he can't leave the country.
Did they set restrictions first? Yes. Supposedly, I mean, if they pass an amnesty law, it no longer counts. Supposedly, I have to appear before the court every 30 days, and I am prohibited
to appear before a court every 30 days. I really think that's nonsense. It's just a way of telling you not to mess around too much if you go out. Don't mess around too much if you go out, because we can put you back inside. I think this is nonsense. We have to keep going out. We have to keep going out. The moment is now. The moment is now. The moment is now. If we don't go out now, what comes next is going to be complicated. We have to go out now. Thank you, Juanipa. You can organize everything. You're motivated. Armas is also motivated. Everyone is motivated. Come on, what are they saying over here?
Today we come to toast again. Let it be everyone. Let it be everyone. Let it be everyone. Let it be everyone.
Let it be everyone.
So about 800 will remain, right?
Everyone.
Let it be everyone.
Let it be all political prisoners. No prisoner being innocent deserves captivity or kidnapping.
That's good.
You have to watch this video. There are still many families who are not celebrating this. We have to be clear about this. There are also many families who are not celebrating this.
My name is Carmen Teresa Navas. I came here to El Rodeo to claim my son 6 times. 1, I want proof of life to know if my son is alive. Because from the courts at Plaza Carabobo, right, and from the Human Rights Office on the 9th floor, they told me he was here. My son's name is Victor Hugo Quero Navas, and I demand proof of life to know if he is really alive.
Because of favoritism. Poor relatives. I'm very serious. It's not easy for some people, and it's not going to be easy. What these people have done to him is very sad. It's unforgivable.
And those rules must be followed by everyone. And whoever doesn't follow them should have to pay for not following them, even for just 1 hour. Being detained without having committed any crime is a deep injustice. What can be said about days, weeks, months, or years of people being detained without having committed absolutely any crime? The only crime we've committed is fighting for Venezuela's freedom, fighting for Venezuela's sovereignty, fighting for Venezuela's democracy. And I want all of us to believe that this country was saved, that Venezuela is moving forward. We are going to develop democracy and we are going to win the country. Freedom.
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 I want to show you what Arecho posted. And it's making me think. A little while ago, a United States Department of State plane, State 69, has been in Caracas and has left. We'll investigate in real time what that plane, possibly going to Miami, could have done. Let's take a good look at this, because if Diosdado doesn't arrive soon, hours. Here, this. It could be, huh? It could be. I don't mean it's going to be right now. I don't mean that. But it's very likely that at some point I'd say go after him. We're going to do a playback today in the last few hours. We're going to do a playback of Caracas. Let's see what we discover. This whole topic catches my attention. I don't know. You guys in the chat, please. I want your opinions in the chat right now as soon as possible. Because for me, I'm going to look this up. By registration, it's a plane. Let's see if I can by registration. For me, it's a topic that's striking. Very, very striking. Well, look. Let's take a look at it here. Let's get ready, family, to see the reconstruction of a plane that has been. This is good. This is going to get very, very interesting, what we're about to see now. Family, please, your likes are super important. What truly matters is whether God has been removed. Let's see. Airplane registration, November 56-9, Alpha Whiskey. Is this good? On February 6th, he took a route. I'll zoom in so you can see it.
There we are.
On February 6th, he traveled from Miami to Bogota, stayed there, then went to Caracas. After Caracas, Bogota. After Bogota, Caracas, goodbye. And it was from Caracas to Miami. Let's see the story. There we see it. To Miami International. And then from Miami to the north of Florida. Well, the central area to Melbourne Airport. It could be a discrete extraction. It could be a discrete extraction. Yes? Well, and this is also striking. This is striking. Look at which plane just took off in the United States. And there are several things, huh? There are several things. Pay attention to Havana. For days now, there has been a military balloon in the Keys with an airborne radar system pointing directly at the heart of Havana. Right now, it just took off. The Boeing C-32A, there we are seeing it. It's a plane that, among other things, is used. This plane is also used to transport high-profile people. Vice President, for instance. Melbourne? Excuse me, Melbourne? Let's see. I would be surprised. I would be surprised by this. I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to explain about Cabello. I'm going to explain why Delcy does nothing. I'm going to confirm this again, okay? I'll double check. Look. Look at this post. You draw your own conclusion, okay? I'm bringing you details here that might be striking, interesting, and Perella, this regime's lackey or mosquito, posted this just a couple of hours ago, 23 hours ago. And look at the photograph. There we are. Perella says the president of the republic not anymore. Says the interim president, or whatever you want to call it, not directly anymore. President Delcy Rodriguez met with Tourism Minister Daniela Cabello on Saturday night. Is she Diosdado's daughter? Yes. The purpose of the meeting was to receive a report on the first days of Cabello's management in charge of that ministry portfolio. Delcy appointed Cabello's daughter, Diosdado's daughter, on February 2. Yes, in charge of the tourism portfolio. Unless in the last few hours, they've given the order to arrest Diosdado Cabello. I don't think so, huh? I don't think so, unless something happened that we don't know about. But of course, if they've published the picture of Cabello's daughter, something could have happened there. Something could have happened. We will continue to expand on the information.
This is very strange, huh?
It's very strange. Come on, another photo? Come on. Naturally, Cabello got involved there. So they can get his daughter in. Not to lose power. I think all of us here are very clear about this, right? Or at least things are very clear. In that sense, he stepped in so they can't take more power away from him right now. By the way, that's not the point, I know, but there are people, especially from Israel. Oh my God. Mother of God. Let's see. Again, I don't know if it's J.D. Baines or who's there. Someone is crossing to important Europe from the United States. Welcome. A Galaxy 1, a C-5M Super Galaxy, the largest transport aircraft in the United States military. Get ready, okay? 2, 3. 3. Galaxy. I think they're going to Europe now. This one, who's coming back from the United Kingdom, probably wants to load up. Look here. Just these two now, right? Well, 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 well. Attention, B1S are moving, huh? They're refueling a B1. They're refueling a B1 Lancer with 2 Strato tankers. Not sure if it's Super Bowl related. Community, where is this? Because I have no idea where the Super Bowl thing is happening. Let's see, let's check where these two are coming from. No, it has nothing to do with the Super Bowl. Community, what's the name of the place where the Super Bowl's being held? Question, huh? I need your cooperation. I need much cooperation. Where are you going? A good fire truck, one or several? San Francisco. Okay. San Francisco is getting away from us. It's off our route. San Francisco is down here. What are they doing there? One goes here, another will go here, and they're refueling it. They're refueling strategic bombers right now at the same time as the C-5 planes heading somewhere. In fact, look at the detail. They practically want to hide it. They're refueling it now. At 6,000 meters altitude, that's very low for that refueling. And this one too, I mean, next to this one, there's another B1. So we already have 2. Let's take a look. Let's look further. This is getting spicy, folks. Very interesting. We're still waiting to see about Cabello. What's happened with Cabello? If they've taken away the gavel from him or not. What the heck is going on here? This seems really strange to me. Diosdado Cabello is heading to Zone 7. I'm reading, and there are many things here. I ask for calm, please. I ask for calm. Since there's a lot being said, let's go step by step and stay calm. A lot is being said. Calm down. Man. How many did we say? 3 galaxies? That's a lot of material, huh? Well, and this right here?
Whoa. Well.
Does anyone believe? Why do the United States of America taking things to Azerbaijan? Will they install a radar there? Or maybe we're going to see how some guys with a secret weapon enter the Ayatollah's bunker from the mountains of the Caspian Sea. Things are happening here, huh? And look, the tiny train. It's nonstop, huh? The P-8 Poseidon patrolling another P-8 Poseidon 2, huh? On the coast of Israel, right now. I know that's off topic. Let's move on. See you later. Now let's go.
It's just that this is striking, huh?
A United States P-8 aircraft. The people who are in Netanya. Look at it. There it is. At 8,000 meters. Let's see Israel. Oh. How beautiful it is. It's even beautiful on a map. How many good people live there? And just a little further ahead, how many bad people? All right? This is getting good. What is a P-8 doing crossing Israeli airspace right now? Is another one coming next? I don't know, but things are happening here. I'm just leaving it there. So we can keep a close eye on it. Let's find out where the P-8 is going and why. Thanks. Careful, it could be another plane, but it seems to be that they've taken it as a P-8. I mean, why could it be another plane? I'll explain. Why doesn't it have the serial number? There's nothing, no information. But normally P-8S don't come with information. Something might be happening there. Family, comments. What do you think? What's happening now as we closely watch the Diosdado situation? Is he there or not? It's just not normal for them to release everything on the same day, Vente Venezuela or Ven Venezuela, and that Diosdado isn't there? It's very strange. Zone 7. Right now in Venezuela, people are going out into the streets. Zone 7.
Freedom in Zone 7. Freedom in Zone 7. Freedom in Zone 7.
Freedom in Fajaros. Another detail, the regime isn't even cutting the internet. Usually what the regime does is cut the internet, cut communications. And little by little, I'll take care of whatever comes up, whatever happens. Thank you. Have a good time. About the issue of Iran, what has happened here? Let's see. The Trump administration has told Iran that it expects the Iranian delegation, led by Abbas Araghchi, to come to their meeting next week with substance and significant concessions. After Tehran ruled out a total suspension of its uranium enrichment, during Friday's talks in Oman, they said they're going to keep enriching uranium, so what's left to negotiate? What is there to negotiate? Do we need to free? Has Venezuela been freed? Do we need to free Iran? Now? How great, huh? The people from Merida, how great, pulling back. The cavalcade of Maduro, Chavez, and Bolivar. Well, so look at this. The famous plane that I said could take the vice president is going right now. Heading to the Atlantic. I think that J.D. Baines is going to Azerbaijan soon. Or I think that's the plan, to go to Azerbaijan. We're still here. With the famous B-1S. Which are right there now, huh? You have to put it practically right on top. It's getting away from me. It's getting away. It got away from me. And of course, this is flying away. Let's try it here. Look at it. There it is. The interesting thing could be here. They're still at 6,000 meters. I mean, they're loaded, huh? No, but no. That B-1 has been in San Francisco. No. Forget it. Look. It hasn't been at the Super Bowl. It's just been around there. It did the flyover. No, calm down, okay? False alarm, you see when it's not, and that's it. Hey, maybe after the Super Bowl, he'll head to the Super Iran. No, I don't think so. Well, right? Relax, it's all good, guys. All good. False alarm. Relax. That was almost scary, right? We almost had a scare. Family, memberships to relax this live stream. Super Chat is open with 12,000 people watching. Between one thing and another, the day is getting interesting. Very interesting. And about the helicoid. Impressive, huh? Let's see more in the helicoid. More things that have been happening at the helicoid for days now. Let's check it out over here. Helicoid.
Helicoid freedom.
Freedom, 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 no fear.
We are not afraid.
We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid.
Of course. Now the question is, what's going to happen there? Cable news network was reconstructing events inside the helicoid. It's incredible, huh? It's incredible. What did Maria say? Maria has been talking. Maria has been talking. Come on, let's listen to her.
Precisely, freedom. Today we are here joining this fight that the families have been carrying on for more than 30 days. And I want to tell you that one of the reasons why we were unjustly locked up for more than a year in that place is the same reason why we are here today. It's to fight for Venezuela's liberation and the release of all political prisoners. Because there are no bars that can silence us, there is absolutely nothing that can silence a people who are determined today to achieve freedom.
To my beloved Venezuela,
to my beloved Portuguesa, thank you for everything you have done. Today, 400 have been released, but many still remain in captivity. We will continue fighting for them, for all the civilians and military personnel, and for all those visible and invisible people who remain in captivity. That is our commitment, and to our beloved God and our Virgin of Coromodo, thank you very much. And of course, we must also thank those who have spent years doing everything possible so that we could be here today. To our leader, Maria Corina Machado.
To the United States government and all Venezuelan families.
Thank you.
This is the first time they've mentioned Maria Corina in a good way. And have you seen the people in Caracas? The people in Caracas, there's support, huh? There's support for MCM. I like MCM. This is Zone 7. Are you from Caracas? I believe this is National Police Zone 7. Thank you. This is a prison place. Maybe this one has escaped from me. If you can help me, since you know I'm not from there, your collaboration is super important. Diosdado Cabello. I don't know if he's there or not. I'm going to try to find out. I'm going to call him on the phone. Since he mentioned us on El Mazo, we've had close contact. Cabello and I are going to see him.
Vamos a verlo.
Let's see what we have. Thanks. Yes, he has been.
Yep.
Today has been a day. Interesting. It hasn't been an interesting day. He was at the Almirante Lino de Clemente commune yesterday. Ah, well. We have things. We have things, huh? Things are coming, things. 1 second. This is going to make you vomit. Let's see. To me, it seems incredible, huh? Get ready for the clip that's coming. Right, I read quickly. This is it. This is Zone 7. Zone 7. Zone 7. I don't see any comments about Zone 7. Yes, you are saying yes. All right, pay attention to what's coming. Patience. Here comes Susan Martin. Ready. I think we're ready. We're ready. Let's do it.
I'm here with our colleague, Graya Casella. We're broadcasting from Miraflores Palace as new information develops about the acting president's work agenda in the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
Zapatero with the Rodriguez family. ZP with the Rodriguez Consuela.
Dr. Delcy Rodriguez.
The partners. A former president of Spain meeting with a now irresponsible dictator from 7.
On Friday, February 6, he meets in Office 1 with the former president of the government of Spain, José Luis Rodríguez Zapatero. She is accompanied by the president of the National Assembly.
He must be saying, hey, if President of the United States offers you an amnesty, get me on the plane too, because if not, they're going to come after me. They're probably talking about this, about how they're all going to get out of this situation.
Dr. Jorge Rodríguez Zapatero has played a crucial role in the dialogue processes promoted by the national government.
Dialogue processes, walking around the cells and telling people to keep quiet.
All with the different opposition groups to preserve peace in the nation, understanding, and democratic stability. The acting president, Dr. Delcy Rodriguez, has insisted that politics in Venezuela must be nationalized among Venezuelans. It must be with a capital P, regardless of differences. We must also promote our own solutions and self-defense.
But are they going to talk or not?
Jointly, between the national executive and the judiciary, a process of granting amnesty by unanimous decision is underway in the Mirala.
See how well I move my hands now? He says he doesn't know how we'll get out of here.
The Venezuelan parliament,
the three musketeers of crime,
needs a profound process of forgiveness and reconciliation. This conversation...
I think he's scared shitless, huh? I feel like ZP...
And Venezuela is living through its most.
I get the feeling, you know, that ZP's doing it wrong. Let's see what he's doing there. ZP, let's see, Z.
The Spanish politician highlighted that in record time. The acting president of the Republic, Delcy Rodriguez, has instructed the necessary actions to move forward with a national plan aimed at consolidating comprehensive peace through memory and forgiveness.
With great satisfaction, I can say that after 10 years in which I have been connected to the political situation in Venezuela in one way or another...
No. 10 years being complicit in the torture, murders, and kidnappings of the Venezuelan dictatorship. 10 years. Say it clearly, coward.
Especially the first 5. This is the moment for a well-founded hope.
Yes, especially the toughest ones, when they were repressing people with gunfire in the streets.
Peace is the task. Coexistence.
Peace the task.
The path, definitive reconciliation, the goal.
Reconciliation with torturers.
And a country that feels like it belongs to everyone, where we restore connections among different people. Look, peace is built with memory.
Yes, yes. Talk to the families who have lost their sons and daughters in Helicoide, in Yari, and Rodeo about peace. Talk to them about peace. Tell them how they are going to get their loved ones back. While you were walking around the cells with Desi and telling everyone quietly,
Excuse me? I have great trust in Desi Rodriguez. I have great trust in Desi Rodriguez. And that's coming from someone who has lived through all of this.
And your friend Maduro. You don't want him to be released anymore. Maduro, you don't want him released anymore, right? Of course. He was the one who suggested to Desi to sell out Maduro and stay in power. This, what you're seeing right now, is none other than ZP's plan. Get rid of Maduro to save what's left and put Desi in. And let the suitcases keep coming to Spain. The more, the better.
He knows the president very well, and what's more, in record time, he's taking steps that are creating a new way of breathing.
What kind of whitewashing and shame is this? But is there anyone who's going to call Zapatero to testify in the United States already? Is there anyone who still has a bit of dignity? But how can anyone defend Desi Rodriguez right now? This shameless guy? How? How did he say here?
How can I gain strong confidence in Desi Rodriguez?
The rest of us are confident that you and a few of your close associates will end up in jail. Thank you.
Spoken by someone who experienced the process and knows the president well.
Of course you know her. Of course you know her very well. Did you call each other on the phone every day?
Besides, well, in a short period, in record time, she's making progress.
She's making progress within a clear time frame, because before, she used to torture people and kill them in the helicoid. I haven't seen anything like this. This is one of the reasons why you have to leave Spain to be able to speak openly about these people.
What are they producing?
Look at him like that, looking up as if he were God.
Being a new way of breathing.
A new way of breathing. But do you know how many prisoners, how they've been breathing in the helicoid for years, where you could barely even breathe? I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Venezuela supported the approval in the first discussion of the amnesty bill for democratic coexistence, which will help heal wounds caused by political violence.
It's a law that all of Venezuelan society is hoping for, all of Venezuelan society.
Let's see what Venezuelans are hoping for, that you leave, that you get put in jail.
The majority are people of good faith, because when we let the good faith we have inside us show...
Now you're talking about faith, now you're talking about faith.
It comes out, it covers everyone, it reaches everyone. That's what dialogue is.
Nice words, right? That's ZP for you. He seemed kind of silly, right? He looked a little silly when we got him, huh? Doesn't he have a nice face?
Listen often and engage in dialogue.
I used to always give you dialogue.
You have to understand, everyone has their own story, their own political position, but always through dialogue.
What policies? That's a dictatorship where people are tortured. Millions of Venezuelans worldwide can't return home. They kidnapped relatives of those who are in exile to force them to return. What kind of person are you?
Build the best processes. The dialogue between people who have been at odds, deeply at odds, or who consider themselves victims is very important.
In the sense that they consider themselves victims, Oh my goodness.
Broader term. The other dimension that I think we always have to keep in mind is education and culture.
For his part, Program for Peace and Democratic Coexistence Coordinator Ernesto Villegas thanked former President Rodriguez Zapatero for his experience and contributions.
Yes.
Above all,
experience and contribution
to this new era of productive national dialogue.
We are pleased that the former president of the Spanish government, José Luis Rodríguez Zapatero, has accepted our invitation to share with the team of the...
But what kind of crap is good? And wait. This one on the right, this one, is it Indira or Indrina? What's her name? I'm not sure, but it's trending on social media.
Program for Peace and Democracy in Venezuela.
Zapatero is just thinking about when he'll get the order to testify.
His extensive experience in...
This is Urban Asia. That one?
The facilitation of political dialogue processes with different opposing parties around the world. And that also have a chapter in Venezuela.
The one without a high school diploma who claims she has one.
Because we value both her contribution to building peace and coexistence, as well as the guidance she can give us to move forward.
Be the girl who's on social media all day. That weasel. Who looks like a raccoon. Who spends all day insulting others online. He serves on the Peace and Coexistence Committee.
The immense task that we have on our shoulders.
Finally, the authorities stated that they will continue the work agenda with representatives from various sectors.
Everything. This is tremendous. This is tremendous. They provide Peppa Pig for peaceful democratic coexistence. I think it is Indira. I don't think it's Urbanasia. It's Raccoon. I never gave her trouble or tried to avoid her. When I get a notification on Twitter about content I might be interested in, I just click, no, I'm not interested.
This is incredible.
This is incredible. Come on, let's keep going with good things, positive things. What a shame to be Spanish with people like this. Is it really true that we only export miserable people around the world? All right, here it is. Let's see. Let's switch topics. Good moment. Engineer Emil Brand released. Thank you. Brand?
A warm greeting to all of you.
First of all, giving thanks.
To all the media.
Allowed to this.
Family with us.
Politico.
For our liberations, we continue working, this time for the lover. A dignified and free Venezuela, which deserves the love of all of us, and the reunion toward a beloved Venezuela.
Sounds good to me. Norbert Marine covered this topic. You can also visit his channel. He's an excellent communicator, especially about Venezuela, and a leading voice on these issues, until the tyranny falls. This is already another country, huh? This is a different country now. Thanks for the memberships and everything you're giving. Well, Zone 7 Caracas. Oh my God, Zone 7 Caracas. My God. If you take advantage of this, what? A pull? A tremendous pull, huh? If you take advantage of this opportunity, good things can happen. Let's check out Super Chat and our breaking videos. Subscribe. From Caracas. Thank you so much, Lily and Angel intro. The intro's good, huh? I like it, I like it. I really like this. Walking through the streets of El Salvador, seeing where the remains of the shootouts were, where the demons roamed freely, where the devil's alley was. Freedom for the young people from Cuartico kidnapped by the Cuban dictatorship. We will investigate this. Viking. Ana Pizarro. Thank you. Strategies. What joy is coming to everyone. Long live Venezuela. Freedom, damn it. I'm recalling Mussolini. Yes. That's very true, huh? Mazinger, thanks. Strategies. Will Delcy be held accountable? I think so. Now, when there is a formal investigation and official testimony is taken from those released from Helicoid, a criminal case can be opened, which can definitely be escalated to the International Court of Human Rights. No, thank you.
Primero,
Daniel says remove all the judges or there will be no justice for the people.
also,
Says Yami. Forever. Cuban strategies. Thank you, brother, for the great work you do. Thank you all for collaborating, for making this possible so we can keep telling what's happening. The Rodriguez brothers are going to negotiate their exit, and all the other dictators even leave their families in public positions. That can't happen. Long live freedom. That's 100% true, Diego. Thank you so much, Andrea. 50 memberships. Andrea Danielle would like Maria Corina to tell Zapatero what he is. That way she'd gain respect and shouldn't stay silent if she's not involved. Strategies? Thank you for the excellent work and analysis, your dedication. You're a master. God bless you. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm nothing. I'm just another person. I'm going to die just like everyone else, so no one is going to stay here. But if we can leave this world having done something that gives freedom and life to other people, then all the effort will have been worth it. Video from Zone 7. Are we heading there now?
No?
Look, I have an idea. By the way, congratulations to Pablo Iglesias and his great party. Because they've disappeared from Aragon, there were elections in Aragon, Spain. Community. They've disappeared. So congratulations, Pablo. Congratulations, Pablo Iglesias, Sumar Podemos. All these people. Izquierdo neither got one seat. Goodbye. Yes. Podemos disappears. The world is changing a lot. Why do I mention this? Because something is coming to my mind that really excited him. Seeing how these violent communist fascists kicked police officers during what they called Surround the Congress. Hey, what if they organize a Surround the Helicoid?
let's see. Let's see if it can be organized to surround it.
Of course, of course. It could be done. An operation encircling the helicoid. It's just a suggestion, okay? Surrounding the helicoid doesn't sound bad, right? Everyone here is protesting around the helicoid. What do you guys think? Is it surrounding the helicoid? Community, what do you think? Thanks for the 50 memberships, Andrea. Andrea?
Joker?
I think it could be, huh? Look, I don't know anyone from all these people from Venezuela. I really don't know anyone. I just do my thing, which is to tell things as I see them. But if any of you have direct contact with them, I think, I don't know, organize it, surround the helicoid and see what happens. I don't think these guys are going to come out shooting, you know? No, they can't because the United States would intervene. They just can't. Mendoza, who knows where he is, right? But yeah, if they surround the helicoid, they can't. You don't need that many people. This is all. I'm not familiar with the doors here either. If someone wants to send me later, which one is the main entrance? And all this stuff, because I see here that there are different checkpoints to get in. This is probably one of the main ones from the videos. This that we see over here. You go up, you enter through here, purely most likely, but an operation like this goes around the helicoid. It's just obvious. Well, we're not afraid. There's no need to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. Fear is useless. It's not an option. Now it's no longer an option. It seems that people are leaving from the helicoid to Zone 7. This sounds like breaking news. People are leaving from the helicoid to Zone 7. We can see here, there's nothing. Zone 7 is much easier to surround since it's smaller, but we'd have to see. Zone 7 surround the helicoid. It's night. This could be the night when many things change in Venezuela. Delson hasn't come out to speak. He hasn't been seen. None of this has happened. Well, the float with those characters where Maduro and Chavez were has had an accident. Let's take a look. Did they throw paint at it?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
They threw paint on him, on Maduro.
Yeah.
If Chavistas were there, they would have protected her. No one has defended Maduro's image. They're not. Chavismo doesn't exist anymore. Chavismo is dead. Notice they had to remove the carriage as people threw things at it. This is incredible, huh? Look, look, look. How are they taking the carriage out of the parade? See you soon, Nicholas. We'll be waiting for you here. Don't be late. Oh my goodness. Things are worse, huh?
We're live now on Military Strategies, family.
Let's subscribe to the channel. Let's do it. Luis Camacaro also released today. No words, huh? No words. It's just really overwhelming, huh? It's really overwhelming. It opened the other day. The Embassy of the United States of America. The left is losing everywhere. It's a total debacle. I mean, these people already... These people have no future. The new Venezuela is already coming. Has no future. What has Armas said? Has he spoken? Has there been an official statement yet? Come on, let's go see it. We're still family, right?
Although precautionary measures are in place, we, Juan Pablo Bonipa and Mario Oropesa, are clearly stating that we will not comply with them. An amnesty law will be approved next week. We hope that this amnesty law includes that all of us will be free and not just released from prison, like most political prisoners are, but the truth is that we cannot force ourselves. We have to send a clear message that we have lost our fear and that Venezuela is losing its fear. We will organize Venezuelans, as we will soon move toward a transition to democracy. We aim for freedom for all Venezuelans and a transition to democracy.
That's right. We have to build. It's not just a transition. We have to build a democracy. A transition from Chavismo to a democracy doesn't exist. We have to build it. But, well, these are terms that right now a lot of people don't realize. And, well, I guess thank you. What is happening tonight, what will happen in the next few hours, is definitive.
My question is instead, how does Venezuela feel? Because if my country is free, I feel good.
I'm fine.
We come out with our convictions intact, with the strength of Venezuelan women, the same strength shown by the mothers who come today to defend their children, and we are here to support them.
We go all out.
Because the goal is called Venezuela's freedom, and here we are.
Let them all be freed. Let the police officers be freed.
Let the soldiers be freed. Let the political prisoners be freed. We are moving towards freedom.
That's great. That's great.
I'm already gone.
People welcome their friend's arrival. Goodbye. What a moment. This is so exciting.
Thank you.
How great. This is amazing. Is everything nearly ready for the Antichrist? Ready? Nestor, thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. It's unfortunate Michelle Bachelet seeks to be United Nations Secretary General with Boric, Broad Front President, supporting her. Yes? It's incredible, but well, everyone tries to find their own hole to hide in. They always do that when they leave power. You'll see it in Honduras, Venezuela, and many other places. They're going to look for some holes, some toilet or sewer to hide in and crawl into. Thank you, Estrategia, for your excellent work and uniting 421,837 people who value it. Shalom Baruch Hashem. Thank you for watching the video. It's been difficult, but it's also been exciting. The other day when we played our video, the channel has nothing to do with what it was before, with what it is now, and with what it's becoming. It has nothing to do with it. So this is important. Well, it's not important. We're going to keep looking for more information. Thank you.
This is super important.
Let's see. He was just released from prison. The retired General Osvaldo Bracho. The breaking news was published by Ulala on Twitter. Let's read more, since more is happening here. It seems that the regime is recording everyone who goes to the protest on video, just in case they're very worried about facial recognition of everyone. I think it's already too late. I think they still haven't realized what the new rules of the game are in Venezuela. Suela. Zone 7. That's where the core of the protests is heading right now. And be careful, because we're going to see Zone 7 here on the map. Let's take a look. That's an interesting song. Zone 7. Well, it only has one entrance. Let me check for a second. Here we are. Zone 7. Only one entrance. Be cautious in Zone 7. Large gatherings often lead to unexpected events or shows. Honestly, I don't think Granco is inside either. But right now, people are traveling to Zone 7 Caracas. Let's watch the video. From Zone 7, we're live on Military Strategies. Welcome and thanks for joining us, family. Let's look at Zone 7.
Here, and it hasn't been like that. It's normal. At 9 at night they come, they change, and there isn't much security, nor many people from the Quebradita. 2 coming in on motorcycles, nothing like that.
I hope it's not an attack on the people.
I mean,
We never see any material here. I doubt they even receive it, with all due respect.
one of you?
If you have done it,
You can say it, right? So everything is normal.
we have never disrespected you.
Or anything like that.
So please, because the girls shut down. I'll talk to them because I'm not afraid. Security, nothing will happen here. We just want our freedom. Shift change here.
How are things changing, huh? Things are changing by leaps and bounds. Very, very fast, very fast.
It hasn't been like that. They're normal and arrive at 9 at night.
Of course, this building. I think it's this one. I think so, but I could be wrong. I think this video is being recorded here. Maybe, I don't know, I'll check it again.
It changes and there isn't as much security or as many people from the Quebradita. 2 entering.
Maybe a bit further in this inner area. It could be as well. Motorized.
And none of that. I hope it's not an attack against the people.
If we see each other here every day, I don't think they've disrespected any of you.
They're carrying riot shields, but they're really just doing their job. I mean, they're there maintaining security and all that. For now, there are no outbreaks of violence. For now, let's see how things go. Thank you. How do you take this? We're still watching images. Zone 7. I think Zone 7 is going to fall because it's just unsustainable. They can't stop a crowd from going to free their relatives. There have been falls there, including people falling.
There have been falls.
Press colleague. Well, that's what happened. Let's see, Catalina Ramos. Abducted by the regime. Let's see.
Well, we are here accompanying the relatives in Zone 7. Today, we were able to get out of the helicorder prison, but that makes us
I think these are images from SEIR television.
commit ourselves even more to everyone who is still inside. There are many people that nobody even knows. As we were saying these days, they are invisible people nobody knows they're there, they're still there, and they're innocent. Just like us who were unjustly imprisoned and were there, and now we are here supporting these families. These mothers are brave. They've had to face sleeping here for so long. They've already been here for a month, and all we can do is be with them, support them, and give them strength. Venezuela will be free and become a land of grace, as we've always promised. And we're going to do it with all of them because everyone is needed for that new, bright Venezuela that we're going to have very soon. Sooner rather than later, freedom will be for everyone. It will be complete, and it will be in total freedom.
Very good. All right. We have to appreciate that he just got out and is stepping up just like many of his companions for the liberation.
Thank you to all the political prisoners. Let me tell you something. There are more than 70 political prisoners here. In Zone 7, including elderly people who have problems. With chronic health issues, there are also children with autism. We demand the immediate release of all these people who are here, imprisoned innocently, because they were first kidnapped. After 2 months of insisting so much with this public, civic, and well-known peaceful protest, did the directors of Zone 7 have to admit that there are truly political prisoners here? And I want you to give these guys a round of applause for being able to teach them how to feel. They weren't ghosts. They were Venezuelans. They are Venezuelans who are being held there unjustly.
How brave this woman is.
Right, and who are still being held unjustly.
That's great. How brave that lady is, says Mercy. Encourage United States citizen families to register as Republicans and vote in November for the Republican House and Senate candidates. Trump and Rubio need a majority to end communism. I can't tell people what they have to do. Tell people to vote. If everyone knows what's right, they know how to vote. For the good of your country, for the good of humanity, for the good of thousands and thousands of people who want it, thank you. To eliminate dictatorship globally. We want it. We truly wish for it. From the bottom of our hearts. Hopefully it will be so. Hopefully. It's an important event, an event that will mark the history of Venezuela. And we have to be there. We have to be there. We have to see it up close, very, very up close. Let's look into Diosdado to see if we find out anything else. I don't think so. I don't think so. There's that rumor. For now, nothing is confirmed. Nothing. It's just that POTUS's friend who walks around the White House, Quiñones, has come out to say it seems that he is the source who leaked this information. It's not about military strategies. I have nothing to do with it, and that's it. I don't know Quiñones, honestly. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting that gentleman. And I can't say that Diosdado has been detained because I don't think that's the case. At least I don't have that impression. If it's possible that Diosdado is hiding now or that he might be suspicious and is creating a security circle around himself, yes, I see that as quite likely. Well, listen, I'd be delighted if they take Diosdado Cabello away as soon as possible. Absolutely delighted. Besides, they're all going to come out, you know? In the end, they're all going to come out. That's how it is. The circle of Diosdado. So people understand it's like his Praetorian Guard. This is like a Roman emperor about to fall. Let's take a look over here. Family, thank you so much for being live with us. Thank you for your super chats to make this broadcast possible. This is Diosdado's Royal Guard. Thank you. Let's see the names of who we have here. We have Ruben Santiago, Alexander Gran Cortiaga, Denny Ferrer, Sandra Birri García Pérez, José Domínguez Ramírez, I think it's Jose Miguel. Edison Michelana and Lucette Barrios.
Dios.
They are the directors of the organizations that Diosdado Cabello uses to harass the population, make people disappear, and kidnap them. There we are. His personal guard. That's right, family. We're live, watching what will happen next. Thanks for joining us live. We're going to leave it here for now. When there's more information, we'll keep updating as new headlines come in. We'll continue with more details. Family, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you in the next show here on Military Strategies. Take care.